Ganeshaya Namastubyam, Herambay Ekadantine, Swanandavasine Tubyam, Brahmanaspataye Namaha. So we shall continue the story of Matsarasur. Matsarasur has conquered the earth, he has conquered the Varuna Loka, he has conquered the Patal Loka, he conquered Kuber Loka, he has conquered the Yamaloka. Then after Yamaloka, he proceeded towards Indra Loka, which we saw yesterday. He fought, he and his army, the Daityas, Danavas, and all the great Daitya leaders, they all fought valiantly and killed some of the Devas and captured Indra. And once they captured Indra, the Daitya king Matsarasur put someone of his own Daitya onto the throne, and he then proceeded to the next step. Where he went, now he is going to the Brahmaloka, that is Brahmadev. He wants to capture the Swarga Loka, that is Swarga, or the Satya Loka of Brahmadeva. Accordingly, he goes there. When he goes to Satyaloka of Brahmadeva, Brahmadeva had, he has created many Manasa Putras and also Rishis, the Sapta Rishis. Some of them are like Kashyapa, Vasishta, these Rishis. They approach Brahmadeva and they say, "Oh Brahmadeva, see this evil Matsarasura. He is on his way. He has defeated all the other lokas. He has defeated Earth. He has defeated Patal Loka. He has defeated Varuna and others, Kubera, Yama. Now he is coming here on his way. We don't know what to do. We are overwhelmed by this Matsara and we are afraid of him." So hearing this, please, Vasishta also approached Brahmadeva and he also says, see, this Matsarasura has already captured Indra and he has made him captive. He has captured him and made him captive. Now he is coming to the kingdom of coming to capture the kingdom of Devas. Please ensure that the Devas and Daityas remain in their own respective places. There is peace and happiness. We don't want this war. So they pleaded to Brahmadeva. Now, Daksha Prajapati is also Brahmadeva's is Daksha Prajapati is also creation of Brahma. He is the sons among the sons of Brahma. So he also listening to Kashyapa, Pitamaha, that is Kashyapa, Vasishta and others. He also pleads to Brahma that please help us, save us from this war. We don't want to engage in this war. So Brahmadeva said, he listened to everything what these people were saying, and then he was aware of what had happened. He said, listen, Matsarasura is blessed with a boon from Shiva. Shiva has blessed him that nobody made out of Panchamahabhutas or any of the Trigunas will be able to kill him. So he is protected. That is why he is strong. So we will not be able to confront him and we will be defeated because he has become very strong now, and all the more because of the successes has made him stronger even, and he is now more confident. So then they all decided, then Brahmadeva suggested, let us all go to Vishnu. Vishnu is our savior. He may have some idea of protecting us. So they just abandoned Satyaloka and they went to Vishnu, Vaikunth. So when Matsarasur came to Brahmaloka, that is Satyaloka, he found everything empty. He said, Brahma also is not there. So happily he just occupied the throne. He put one of his Daityas there and he said, now you are the ruler of Satyaloka. These people seem to have ran away from here. So you become the king. Then what he did, then they proceeded to Vishnu Loka, that is Vaikunth. So when Vaikunth at Vaikunt, Brahmadeva was already there with Vishnu. He was telling Vishnu, oh, see, Vishnu, this Matsarasur is coming with his army here. And so Vishnu tries to explain to Brahma, oh Prajapati, I do not have the capacity to bring Matsarasur to justice. That Daitya is intoxicated with pride now due to the boon granted by Shiva. So the only way we can do is now go and surrender to Shankara. He only can save us. So the Vishnu, Brahma, and all the Munis proceeded to Kailash. At Kailash, they bowed down to Shankara. Vishnu said, O Shambhu, we bow down to you. O Jagannatha, you are the protector of this world. You know, you are a witness to all what is happening, what is going on. And you, as we are all having the qualities, Brahmadeva with his Rajasic qualities has created this world. Vishnu, myself as with Sattvic qualities, I can protect this world. But now Matsarasura has become so powerful and so intoxicated with his pride and of success. Now he is coming to capture us here also. So as Rudra, you are the destroyer. O five-faced or Panchanana, O holder of Trishul in your hand, try to protect us and save us from this Matsarasur. Now this Matsarasur has created havoc everywhere. Devas, Rishis, Indra has been captured. So now you are the greatest protectors. Please protect us. So hearing these helpless words of Vishnu, Shiva was furious. He, uh, he, he said to Vishnu, yes, it was because of his rigorous penance that I had granted that Daitya that boon. I was pleased with his penance that he had reduced himself to bones, and then that when I saw his plight, that is where I allowed him, I granted that boon, and he asked for such a difficult this blessing that he will not be killed by anybody or the Pancha Mahabhutas. So now it is difficult even for me. It is impossible for me to go back on my boon. Boons, once it is granted, it is granted. Tatastu. So there is no way that I can go against it. So then Vishnu was then seeing that Vishnu was extremely shaken now. Now he is saying now what to do. You are the karta. You get things and you are not even you are the karta as well as a karta. That is one who does not do anything, and you are also a anyata karta. That is the one who does things differently. So if you speak like this, where are we to go, O Sadashiva? So what we'll do is now we all will stay with you only at Kailash. So they all decided to stay in Kailash with Shiva, so that at least Shiva, wherever Shiva is there, since Matsarasura is the devotee of Shiva, he is not going to come here to harm anybody. He will at least refrain from attacking Shiva, Shivaloka, Kailash. So they said this is the safest place that we can be, and so they stayed they stayed in Kailash. Now Matsarasura, after completing riding on Airavata, that is Indra's elephant. Indra's elephant, he had marched into Amravati, the capital of Indra. There he occupied Indra's throne. And after occupying that Indra's throne, all the Apsaras now they realized, okay, our Indra has gone, Purandara has gone now. So now this is our Indra. So we have to serve him. So they started serving him with with food and drinks and everything. The Apsaras were dancing, the Gandharvas, they played celestial songs and they all danced and were entertaining this Matsarasura. So the Asuras indulged in the heavenly pleasures of Indraloka. They served Matsarasura with pride. Now he was sitting, Matsarasura was sitting on this throne. Now he said, okay, one day he was in a joyous mood. So he called all the devas, with all the devas, his friend circle was sitting around him, all around in the palace, in the assembly. He got an idea. O Virochana and other asuras, Now I am the Lord of this Satya Loka, Swarga also, Indra Loka. I have conquered Patal Loka, I have conquered the earth. Where is this Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva? They should be present in front of me. They are supposed to be in my court, in attendance to me. They should be serving me. They should be attending to to me what I'm going to say. Where are they? So he sent one Duta and he says, "O messenger, convey this message to Brahma and other devas. Summon them for my darshan without any delay. Otherwise, tell them that I will punish them severely." So this Duta, that is Andaka is that messenger's name. He goes to the Devaloka. He finds Brahmadeva not there. He goes to Satyaloka, finds Brahmadeva not there. He goes to Vaikunta, and then he finds there also it is empty. So from Vaikunta, he goes to Kailash. So in Kailash, the gatekeepers, he went to Kailash. So the gatekeepers prevent him from entering. But so he could not enter the assembly. But then he sent the message, see, I am a Duta from Matsarasur. He has captured Swargaloka. And now he has sent a message for Shiva. So go and please tell Shiva that I have a message for him. So Shiva calls him, invites him, and uh, uh, honors the Duta and offers a seat for him. And he says, what is it? What's the message that you have for me? So the Duta says, listen to what I have, the message from Matsarasura. Matsarasura says, this is the message from Matsarasura. I have become Jagadishwara now, the new Lord of gods, after gaining victory over Indra. So, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and all your disciples and Ganas, you are summoned for my darshan. Therefore, all of you must come with me for his darshan immediately. This Duta is telling them. So now all of you come with me for his darshan. Matsarasur darshan, he is sitting in Indra Loka, Amravati. So listening to the message of Andaka, Shiva was furious. He was blazing with anger. And he said, what are you blabbering? Matsarasur ordering me, he has gained the powers because of me, because of my boon. And now he is ordering me to come to his place. Do you think that we are going to listen to all this? Go out of here immediately before I even think that I will be letting you go. So that is your good fortune. Return at once and tell him that we are not going to listen to anything of what he says. If he acts smart, I will burn you to ashes. If you act smart, I shall burn you to ashes. Shiva tells the Duta like this. The Duta, looking at Shiva with this kind of a reaction, Andaka retreats and he rushes back to Indraloka, to Amravati. He returns to Amravati and he tells all what had happened, how he saw the Kailash, and he is actually describing the beauty of Kailash. He's saying, "Oh Mahasura, Kailash is incomparable to any of the other lokas that we have captured. We have captured Swargaloka, we have captured Varuna Loka, Kuber Loka, and all of that. But Kailash is simply beautiful." So uh, then finally he tells what message Shiva actually gave. So when he conveys that, Matsarasur was angry, listening to the bitter words of Shiva. The other asuras also, Andaka, Virochana, and other Daityas said to this Matsara, O king, what is holding you back? We are confident that on your command and with your grace, we can conquer the three devas also in Kailash, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. We are waiting for your command. Give us the orders and we shall proceed. So Matsarasura, when they were encouraging him like this, he also was in his intoxication. He forgot. He also said, "Yes, we shall proceed. I have." And in fact, he says is his justification is, "I have earned this position because of my penance. It is not because of some boon that Shiva has given. It is not because of his great his yes, it is his duty. He has the powers to grant me boons, but I have earned it because of my penance. If I wouldn't have done a penance, will Shiva go distributing these boons to everybody? So it is because of my efforts that I have gained this boon also. So when supposing he is granting, then whether in a new in a, any non-ascetic who's not even doing any austerities, whether he will give him the boon? No. So I am the Jagadishwara now. So let us first tackle Shambhu. He thinks himself to be that as if he is Brahma. With the powers of my penance, I shall defeat his pride. So with these things, he goes, they all go to Kailash. So then here he is thinking about the karmas. Everyone gets rewards, results according to their karma. So his belief, his faith and belief is that I have done my karma. I have done these austerities. I have done this penance. I have sacrificed so much food, air, water, and I was simply meditating on his name. On his name. So that is why my karma has got my fruits, not because of his benevolence or his because of his power to grant boons. He may be having the power to grant boons, but I have earned it because through my karmas. That is his justification. So, in this kind of a vehement frenzy, he comes with all the weapons and astras. They all come to Kailash. So, at Kailash, naturally, there are guards who are guarding those places. They didn't bother to take permission. They simply attacked the guards, and they gate crashed inside Kailash. So this ends chapter 29 of um, the first part of Mutkal Puran, where we are seeing the uh, the ferocity with which Matsarasur is going about capturing all the three worlds, one after the other. So today we covered two chapters actually, chapter 28 and chapter 29, because it was on similar lines. I continued with the second chapter as well. Tomorrow, we shall take up chapter 3, where we shall see what happens after Matsarasur and his army enters Kailash and come face to face with Shiva. So that we shall see tomorrow. Now is our time for meditation, to be with ourselves for the next half hour or so, where we delve deep into ourselves and find answers to complicated questions that come up in our waking life when we are in interaction with the world outside. These are moments when we, in communion with our soul, with the deepest part of ourselves, where we have enthroned in our hearts the values, the truths, the principles that we cherish. In the light of that wisdom, we try to find answers to questions that boggle us, that confront us, and which we find no answers to when we are dealing with our day to day life, with the world around us. So these are precious moments with ourselves, so that we can get a clarity in our thinking, a clarity of vision, a clarity of reality as it is, not camouflaged by opinions, projections, or delusions. So when we spend this time in isolation, in some quiet place where we can be with ourselves without any disturbance, we can be with our thoughts and the innermost core of our existence. So let us settle down in the space. Be seated comfortably. Spine erect. Hands on your lap, palms facing upwards. With a gentle smile on your face and a pleasant countenance, bring all your attention to your breathing. Breathing keeps us alive. Through every breath, we inhale along with the oxygen, the pranavayu, the life force that sustains us moment to moment, and in the presence of our consciousness, it interacts with the energies in the body, the main elements, and the various processes are carried out in our physical body, in our mental body, in our intellectual body, in our energy body, and in our blissful body. These subtle bodies are all intertwined with each other, mingling seamlessly, each pervading into the other to the extent of its subtlety. The more subtle the layer, the more comprehensive its encompassment. In this complex machinery, there is a consciousness that is making this heart throb with the soul within it. The soul itself is motionless, but the consciousness that connects the soul, that is the essence of the soul, the Chaitanya, the light of consciousness. The light that enlightens every thought, every energetic action that takes place through this instrument of our body. We are often identified with one of the other aspects, such as the physical body or the mind or the intellect. Sometimes we are connected to the energetic body consciously. Otherwise, most of the time it happens automatically. It is a parasympathetic nervous system, the nervous system that acts in resonance with the actions of the other systems. It's just like the strings on a sitar, which is on the surface, which resonates with the four strings that are actually struck. So the sound generated becomes music. Similarly, if our surroundings are in sympathetic with your system, there is music that gets generated. There is harmony. There is peace. There is love. There is understanding. There is compassion. There is empathy. There is joy. But this seems to be only a thing that we face in these moments of meditation. At every other moment, there seems to be a chaotic frenzy of activity, arguments, challenges, attacks, and counterattacks. That's what we are facing 23 hours or 23 and a half hours, you can say, or just leaving aside this time. That's what we are confronted with today. We struggle to find some meaning in that chaos. Today there's one rule, and yesterday there was one rule. This morning when we wake up, there's another rule. Today, if I go out, I'll have to pay double the price for Uber. That's my immediate challenge. Prices are skyrocketing. the value of savings, even the income has halved. Desperately, we find some other hustle to earn additional income. We are bombarded with several ads for startups, for avenues, for new exports, business, new activities, new AI related sources of income or occupations that will add to your income. All this marketing is going on everywhere around you. We are spoiled for choice. And these marketing ads are well scripted. Almost you want to press the CTA at the end of the marketing script, call to action. And then you realize that doesn't fit you. You don't fit into it. You find justification for this state we find ourselves in. Why now? Where is this world going? This wasn't so a few months back. Desperately, when we sit in this meditation, these are the thoughts that confront us. Much as we would like to go into thoughtless awareness and want to find peace, get connected with that silence within, it would be wise to contemplate on these challenges, because it is in these moments of quiet contemplation that we can find answers to otherwise traumatic situations. Good people are committing suicides. Why? Financial problems. They have entered into debt which cannot be repaid by them, at least in the immediate future. They find no way out. It's easier to be out of the picture. We at our individual level may have entered into debt for sustaining a new business, for expanding a new business, for any number of reasons. The same may have been the thought process of the government. Borrow to invest in a project. Borrow to meet an immediate need. Borrow to keep the promises to the people of the country. The nation is in a debt trap just as much as we as individuals are in. At least at our individual level, we have limited cares. Yes, it causes us sorrow, inconvenience, maybe hunger. Maybe we have to go without a new pair of shoes. But when it is at the country level, it leads to certain compromises. Decisions at the national level that ultimately percolates to us at the grassroots. Can we see that connection? The sun in the sky can be captured in a tub of water as its reflection. Place a tub of water in an open space or near the window, and the sun is reflected in it. Now shake the surface of the water. The reflection gets distorted, it gets affected, but the sun in the sky is the same. The sun is unaffected. This was just a metaphor to explain the same situation in terms of the problem. The sun is not a problem. The sun is the provider of nourishment, light, energy, sustenance for all our actions. If the government has to be the sun in our life, how does it compare? We go through all troubles. We suffer. We find solutions at our level. The government seems unaffected. After all, it's not their personal property. As the CFO of an organization of the mutual fund, you have a huge corpus which has a basket of companies for investment. Losses in a few is compensated, is offset by profits in the other. But if you are a shareholder of a few companies and those make losses, it directly affects you. But the nation as a whole is debt driven, mounting GSTs, falling values of savings, falling values of mutual fund investments, falling stock prices. As people, as individuals, we tend to find greener pastures. There's nothing wrong, you may say, but at the government level, those are the deals that are done. The trades that dictate decisions, and we helplessly lament over our incompetency. We feel let down. We feel it emotionally, individually, each one of us. And that contributes at the collective level of a nation. And if that nation is 140 crores strong, imagine the energetic shift in the collective consciousness. It's a deep dive into the vast collective that'll bring out the pearls of values from the past to the surface. The influence of the invisible, of the unmanifest realms is palpable in the shift in collective consciousness. It will take all our wisdom, all our presence, our vigilance, our alertness, our rising to the occasion to set things right. This is our moment of reckoning. We were not there in the past, but this is our moment. Whatever changes can be done now. Let us pray to the powers of the gods beyond, all our ancestors, all the wisdom keepers, all the rishis, to guide us through these difficult times. And guide the destiny of this nation and its innocent people. We are all in it together. May we be able to express the wisdom that arises from within through thought, word, and speech, and formulate the necessary plans for action. This is not the time to be complacent. Wars at the battlefield results in destruction. But now these wars are percolated into society, into families, into the workplace, into our daily lives. Through our own individual contributions in terms of thought, word, deed, relationships. May we rise to the occasion to steer the destiny that's rightfully ours. No stealth can steal it away. No sabotage can cause destruction anymore. These are our precious people. Let us commit to ourselves to be honest and truthful to ourselves, to the values that arise within us, and that which we know to be right. That is the Viveka Buddhi, the sense of discrimination that needs to be awakened, needs to be acknowledged at every moment. May we have the strength to be present to ourselves and to the world around us. This nation is a conscious being that can rise to any occasion as the occasion demands. Slowly bring your attention to your physical body. Connect yourself as you're seated in your room. Engage in these deep thoughts. As you attempt in your own little way to navigate through our daily life. Recognize deep breath. Feel the warm air all the way into your lungs. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Rub your hands together. Put your palms and place it on the eyes. Gently rub your face. And slowly, very slowly, gently open your eyes.